1 second. Yeah. So today is 18th August. Okay. So yesterday we didn't have any class, and today we are going to continue from where we left. Actually, today we'll be looking into AutoCAD 3D that I said that we'll be discussing in one of the classes. So today we can finish AutoCAD 3D, whatever was remaining. I had to discuss few commands of AutoCAD 3D. And then we'll be working on a new model in Revit as well. So maybe from tomorrow we can start. So tomorrow we'll be having a longer session where we'll be creating the full model on Revit from start to scratch. From the scratch till the very end, till setting up the sheets and schedules and everything. So let's open AutoCAD and let's finish the remaining part of AutoCAD, which was AutoCAD 3D. And those who have joined for Revit, they can also see that's not a problem. I hope so. Just open AutoCAD. And it's not really difficult. If you have already worked on Revit, you'd find this one easy. Although AutoCAD 3D is not of any use to civil engineers, at least, I would say, because you already have Revit, which has better capabilities as compared to AutoCAD. And that's the reason why Autodesk created this software, Revit. Okay, so let me open this template, AutoCAD training template 1. So today we'll finish up this remaining part of AutoCAD that has been pending for long, and we'll be switching to Revit again. Just for today, we are discussing AutoCAD. And here we have discussed everything in 2D. We have also discussed the mapping part in AutoCAD. For the first time, I included mapping as well in AutoCAD. So that also we have discussed, where we can set up maps and all, and you can create layers of maps. Now, today we'll be looking into the 3D part of AutoCAD. So first of all, how to switch to 3D. And here you can see it is still top 2D wireframe, and it's a 2D view. And you can see the interface also, it's 2D. All these are 2D commands. So how can we switch to 3D? We can simply click here, workspace switching. Otherwise, you can also type on the command line, workspace. You can see you have this option, workspace. Then you can choose whichever workspace you want to switch to. Set current, saves, edit, rename, settings. If you click on settings, you can choose here 3D basics, 3D modeling, drawing, and annotation. But that's a very long way using command line. I'll show you a shortcut how you can switch to 3D very easily. So you will see this option on the taskbar at the bottom, this workspace switching. You can click here and click on 3D modeling. Right now it is drafting and annotation selected. You need to switch to 3D modeling. Okay, so what you can do is you can simply, if you don't see this workspace switching option here, just go to this customization. You already know that customization, and then we can close this. 1 second. Yeah, Revit classes will be happening till next week. You can say same time, Wednesday, because architecture part will be finishing this week. So next week, same time, structure part will be finished. So maybe next Tuesday or Wednesday will be finishing. And yeah, okay. So here in the customization, you can see you have this, where is that? Workspace switching. This one. If this is turned off, I can't see that switching option. I need to go here in customization and switch this on, workspace switching. Switch it on, and you can see this workspace switching. You can click here and click on 3D modeling. So now this is 3D modeling. We are in 3D modeling mode now. Now here you can create anything in 3D. You can create a 3D view very easily. Although it's of not much use to civil students, but still, since you all wanted to learn 3D as well, this could be useful if you're modeling some basic models, but not really as compared to Revit. Okay, so now how to work on this? Still, you're seeing the 2D axis. Now, how can I switch to 3D axis? So if I want to switch to 3D axis, what I can do is I can simply use this here. Okay, and what is that? This is the view cube. You can see when you go to view option, you have this view cube here. And that's the reason you're seeing this. That's the reason this is switched on. Okay, and I'll go back to home. Okay, so here you can select any one view, any 3D view, and that way you can work on it. So which view do you think we should go with? Southeast? Can you see? This is south, this is southeast, this is east elevation, this is northeast. When you click here, this is northwest, this is southwest. So we'll go with southeast. Just click here on this corner. You can see now we are in southeast elevation. Okay, so this is southeast elevation. So switch to southeast elevation by clicking here. Okay, so this way you can switch. And now if you want to go back to the previous elevation, you can click on the top, because that was the top view. You can click on top and you can see you're back to this. You want to go back to southeast, click here. Click on this corner. This is southeast elevation. So southeast elevation is where we can see the 3D model in a proper way. Okay, it will be more, you can say, it will be easier to view. If you look at the 3D model from top, it won't look 3D, it will just look 2D, right? And that's why we are using this southeast elevation in order to understand this. Now, let's try to draw something. Now, one thing you would see here is that there is this draw option as well. The same draw options that you saw in 2D, like rectangle, circle, line, polyline. If you click here, you have these points, region, everything. These are all 2D drawing options. Why they have been given? So that you can convert these 2D objects into 3D. Okay. So if I use this, let's say rectangle, or let me use first line, this polyline. So I'll click on polyline. I'm drawing something. Randomly, I'm drawing a triangle, let's say. I've drawn this triangle, I'll press escape. That's one triangle. Let me draw one rectangle also. There is this rectangle. You just need to click and click again on some other place. Just like you were doing that in 2D, you have to do this in 3D. I'll draw a circle. See, that's a circle. I want to draw a rectangle first and create an offset. Rectangle, and you can see there's an offset command, offset. First, the offset distance, let's say this much. This I want to offset. You can see this is offset. Let me offset a circle as well. Offset distance, let's say this much. You can also provide offset distance by typing. I just provide by reference. This is the offset. Okay, so these objects I've created. Now, if you want to convert them into 3D, these 2D objects, suppose this triangle, I want to convert this into 3D. So what is 3D view? What's the difference between 2D and 3D? The only difference is that 3D objects have height. You know, they have dimensions in Z direction also, not just in X and Y direction. Okay, so X, Y, and Z, all the three. So what are we going to do? We are going to use some options to make this 3D. Like this one, extrude. You can see this option. This is modeling option. Here you can use this modeling. So in modeling, you have this option, extrude. Okay, so you can just click on this extrude. You can see when I put the cursor on extrude, it says creates a 3D solid or surface by extruding a 2D or 3D curve. You can see that wall. That's how you can create a wall, by creating a rectangle and extrude that as a wall. So let me extrude these 2D objects. I'll click on extrude. Now it says, just read at the bottom, it says select objects to extrude. So I'll select this object. Now it says, now it doesn't say anything. It is still saying select objects to extrude. So I'll press enter. Can you see it is extruding? But you might be saying, why is it not looking like 3D? Why is it looking like hollow? Because you have here selected 2D wireframe. You can see this is visual style, 2D wireframe, and here also it's 2D wireframe. So you can switch to some other view if you want. Here, if you click 2D wireframe, conceptual, hidden, realistic, shaded, anything. So if I select conceptual, so now you need to do that again, sorry. So let's do that again, that extrude option again. Enter, select, enter. Now you can see this is more conceptual. Now what shall we provide? I have used extrude option. What shall I provide? The height. Because at the bottom you can see it says specify height of extrusion. Height, let's say it is 5. Enter. That's the height of extrusion. So you can see this triangle has become a 3D object by providing a height. I can change this conceptual to hidden. Now you can see this is like hidden. Okay. I can change this hidden to realistic. This is realistic view. Okay. And this is shaded. This is shaded view, shaded with edges. This is shaded, shades of gray. This is sketchy. This is wireframe. This is X-ray, right? So any of these you can choose. Let's choose this realistic. Okay. And now let's try to extrude this rectangle as well. Extrude, select, enter. It is asking height. Let's say 5 again. That has been extruded. Let's try to, I'll keep this as the conceptual. Conceptual is better, I would say. Easier to say. See. Otherwise, this is also fine, realistic. Yeah. Let's try to extrude this circle. Extrude, select the circle, enter. Give some height. Let's say 3. You can see we have extruded. Now the question is, what's the difference between extrude and there is one more thing, press pull. We'll talk about press pull as well, because if I draw a rectangle here and if I use this press pull option, I've drawn a rectangle. I have this press pull. It says presses or pulls bounded area. Get visual feedback as you move the cursor from selecting a 2D object, an area bound by a closed boundary or a 3D solid face. So let's click here, press pull, and let's try to use this. Now you would see that it's not really any difference. I'll keep the height 5 only. I have pulled this. You can actually press pull anything if you want. Still it is active. I'll press escape. Now you can actually press pull this face of this rectangle as well, face of this cuboid as well. Just click on press pull and you can select this face and you can press pull even more. 5, another 5. You can see it has increased. You can press pull any side of this upper side, just click 5. So that's actually the difference between press pull and extrude. But now just see what happens in this figure. If I use extrude, if I go to extrude, I select this and press enter. It is extruding, but where is that portion inside rectangle? I click here, that rectangle is not visible. So let me remove this extrude option, or let me just press Ctrl Z. Let's try again. Let's click on extrude. This time let's select both the rectangles, this one and this one, and press enter. Still that rectangle is not really visible, the inner one. Ctrl Z. Now let me do one thing. Let me use extrude and let me click on extrude and select this inner rectangle. Press enter. But still nothing what I wanted. Let me use press pull. When you click on extrude, it says select objects to extrude. But when you click on this press pull, it says select object or bounded area. So where is the bounded area? There is one bounded area here, which is inside this rectangle. There is another bounded area, which is here. This, don't you think this is also a bounded area? This area, which is bounded by these two rectangles. This strip I'm talking about. So if you click on that strip, can you see? That strip is getting pulled. This is more like pulling, not pressing. Okay, so let's say 10. So you can see I have pulled this. Okay. And if you want to see through this hole that has been created, you can press Shift and click on the scroll bar. Click and drag on the scroll bar. Shift, click and drag on the scroll bar like this. You can see. This is your top view. This is how it is. Same way how we were rotating in Revit. Shift and scroll. Shift and scroll bar. Press the scroll bar. Okay. Suppose you want to switch to southeast isometric. Either you can click here, southeast, you know that this is southeast isometric view. Or suppose I rotate again, you can see the view cube, the view has changed. Otherwise, you can click here. This is restore view. Click. It says that when you put the cursor here, it says restores previously saved views. Typically, views saved in model space are restored to model space or to layout viewports in paper space. So let's click here and select southeast isometric. You can see the view has changed to southeast isometric. So with using this, you can change the view. Using this, you can change the visual styles. Okay, and the same view will be represented in this view cube here. Whatever view cube you are seeing, this view cube. Let's do the same thing with, and again, if you don't like this realistic, this realistic visual style, you can switch this to conceptual, if that is better. Okay, and this one again, I can press pull. I'll click on this press pull, take the bounded area in between, and you can see it has been created. Okay, so this way we can use this. Now the question is, if I want to remove them, obviously if you want to remove them, you can select all of them. press delete. That's it. Now, suppose if you want to draw some walls or something, then what you can do? I mean, what exactly you can do in that case? 1 second. So actually, this option is polysolid. You can see when you keep the cursor here, it says polysolid. Creates a 3D wall like polysolid. You can create walls with straight and curved segments of constant height and width. So using this, you can create walls. Okay. So when you click on this polysolid, when you activate this command polysolid, now where to provide height and width of the wall? Can you see here? Object, height, width, justify. So let's click on height. Let's say height of wall 3 meters. 3. Then it says width. Let me click on width. Let's say width of wall 300 mm. So 0.3. Okay. What is this object? Select object. Okay, I don't want to select object. Okay, so I pressed wrong. I'll go back there. Polysolid and click on height. Height is 3. Click on width. Width is 0.3. Enter. And now let's start drawing it. So you can actually use coordinates as well. Let's say I want to start from 5,5 hash, not 5,5, let's say 50,50 hash 50,50. Enter. You can see from 50,50 this wall has started. Since my ortho is on, that's why it is showing like that. Otherwise this could be drawn in any direction. You can see. Okay, but I'll switch on the ortho. Suppose you want to draw a wall on that direction by, you want to draw a 10-meter wall in that direction. Now you want to draw a 5-meter wall here. You want to go 7 meter there. Come on this side by 15 meter. Go here. You want to match this by this. But now I need object snap here. Where is the object snap? What can I do? I'm not really seeing any kind of object snap because I want to match this point with this line, this point. What can I use? Is there anything that I can use? Because object snap, this is object snap, but that's called object snap 2D reference point. That's for 2D. I can't really use it. What shall I do? Any idea, anyone? Is there anything, any object snap that can help me? In this case, I mean, this object snap is not working really. What do you think? You can look at the customization option. There you will find. Look at the customization. What do you think? Which option in customization do you think will be useful? (3D object snap), correct. So we can just go to customization here. 1 second. Yeah, and we can switch on something like this, 3D object snap. So switch on this 3D object snap. And now let's try to see. Let's see if it works. Can I track anything here? Is it possible? Yeah, it says ortho. It's not really helping me with any line. Okay, it's not switched on, sorry. I didn't switch on here. So I can click on this arrow. All of these are active. I can switch it on. Yeah, it was not on earlier. Now let me see. Is there any object snap working? Not really. So let's see what we can do in this case. We have this object snap tracking. And just a moment. There is okay, let me go to this object snap settings. There we can find something. All the object snaps are on. And dynamic input. Okay, it's fine. I think while drawing the model, it won't help you. But once the model is drawn, then you can use it. But I know how much distance this is. This is more like, I think this is 17 meters in total. Okay. So I can simply type 17 if I want to match it. And then I can, end it somewhere here. Or you can simply use, there are many options here actually. You remember there was polyline in 2D? In 2D, there was polyline. Here we have polysolid. It's just the opposite of polyline. Just like you have polyline in 2D, we have polysolid in 3D. Okay. And that's what we are going to, that's what we are using. So if I just simply click on close, it is going to close. You can see I click on close, it's closed. Now this whole polysolid has been created. But I can also create something like an arc using this. So I can just click on this polysolid. I can start my polysolid from anywhere. You can see now 3D object snap is working. Let's say I can start from here. You can see this is the endpoint. Click. You can start from here. Okay, it's using the center line. 1 second. Let me also use some center line for this. Go to polysolid. Justify. You can actually justify this as well. Go to polysolid and justify. Click on left, center, or right, whichever you want to use. Right now it is center. That's why it is starting from center. Let me choose left. So this wall will start from left side. Okay, you can see. Now it is matching its alignment. Can you see? It is starting from the left side. It's not starting from center. Now it's matching the alignment. So let me choose here 15 meter. And now I'll create an arc, let's say. If I want to create an arc, I'll click on this arc. And I can choose any kind of arc. Close direction. Let me just switch off ortho so that I can, yeah. I've switched off ortho and now I can close it somewhere here. Or I can simply click on close as well. You can see. I'll press escape. Oh, sorry. I'll start again here. Put this till, let's say, ortho. Switch on ortho. 15. Now click on R. And I can simply click on close. Otherwise, I'll switch off ortho. End it here at the end point and just press enter. You can see. So I've created some kind of a wall. I can increase or decrease the height of this wall. Let's see. If I select this wall, can I increase or decrease the height? Let's see. I can raise it. That's a different thing. Again, all move, rotate, and all works similarly here. I'm not going to show you move and all that. We have already seen that. I'm just checking if we can increase its height or something. For increasing the height, again, there are many options like these, you know, one of the options that you'll find useful here is this copy edges, that also we will see. But first, this was polysolid. Okay, if I don't want to use polysolid, I'll just remove this. And after polysolid, next thing I want to discuss is these box, cylinder, cone, sphere. All these you can, yeah, I mean, these are very easy. You click on box, it asks you what's the first corner. Let me provide the first corner as this. Then it asks you what's the second corner, then the third corner. So that's a box. Okay. Now what's the next thing? Cylinder. Center, circle, height, cylinder. Then cone. Obviously center again, circle, and the top point. Then sphere. Again, center and the radius. That's a sphere. Then pyramid, center, edge, cone. Wedge, first corner, other corner, and height. That's a wedge. You can see how many different shapes are there. Torus, select circle, and that's a torus. Okay, so these are various shapes you can see, which you can use. Again, these are very simple options. It's not really difficult where you have to use your brain or anything. Now, apart from extrude, you also have this loft, revolve, and sweep. Let's try to use them. So if I have this rectangle, let's see, let's try to use them. Instead of extrude, I'll use this loft. It says select section in lofting order. Press enter. One second. At least two profiles must be selected. So let's see what this loft is. It says creates a 3D solid or surface in the space between several cross sections. Okay. Loft cross sections can be opened or closed. Planar or non-planar, can also be edge sub-objects. Open cross-section creates surface and closed cross-section creates solid or surface depending on specified mode. Okay, all right. So if you want to create this kind of a loft, what you can do is, let's say we have this rectangle, or let me draw a square. I'm just showing you how to do this. Just draw a square, let's say, if you want to create a perfect loft. So let's say square of 100 by 100. Okay, that's a square. Inside the square, I'm drawing a circle. There is the circle of size of radius 50. No, not 50, 25. Yeah. I'll raise this circle up. I'll go to move and select this circle. Press enter and move this circle up. I'll switch on ortho so that it moves exactly up. Okay, up by, let's say, 100. Now I can use this loft. Let's see if it works or not. Select the first object, select the second object. Now just press enter. Guides, path, okay, cross sections only. Can you see what this loft is all about? Right? I've actually created the same kind of cross section which it shows here. Okay, so this is what this loft is all about. I mean, you can just create a square of size 50 by 50. Another square, you can say, you can just copy another one here. Copy and place this anywhere you want. I'll switch off ortho. So I'm placing it at any height, anywhere, let's say here. Okay, now see what I'll do. I'll go to loft, select this, and press enter. Is it working? 1 second. I think it's still on the plane. 1 second. Let me copy this. I'm just checking whether it will work like this. Yeah, it's working. Okay, press enter. So you can see this is loft. Okay, so I'm not sure when this will be useful. It totally depends on you. You will decide when this will be useful, but this is one of the options, loft. Apart from that, there is this revolve, creates a 3D solid or surface by sweeping a 2D or 3D curve around an axis. Okay, so using this, you can use revolve by sweeping a 2D or 3D curve around an axis. So again, this could be used. Then there are many more here. You can try these. Sweep is there, using which you can create some kind of a sweep. I mean, to create something like, let's say this sweep, because in sweep, if you select, it says sweeping a 2D or 3D curve. So if I want to do that, what I can do is I can simply create a square, although it's a very simple thing. Just create a square or rectangle, go to sweep, select the object, press enter, and select the sweep path. Sweep path I didn't select actually. I don't have any sweep path. I'll just use this alignment, perpendicular. Okay, 1 second. I don't have any sweep path. I'm just wondering if I can create any sweep path. I'll just go to line and create a sweep path. Let's say from the center, perfectly up. Let's say this is the sweep path. So I'll go to sweep, select this object, enter, select sweep path. This is the sweep path. You can see now this has been created. Okay, so it's very simple. It's not really difficult. Again, another way is just go to sweep, select this, select sweep, object to sweep we have selected, press enter. Before sweep path, you can click on this twist, and it says enter twist angle or allow banking for a non-planar sweep. So I'll put some angle, let's say 45 degree. I want to twist it by 45 degree. Now select the sweep path. Can you see? It has been twisted, right? Have you seen this kind of for building? There's also, I mean, conceptual models are created using these 3D. That's the only, I would say, use of AutoCAD 3D, that you can get these conceptual models very easily. Okay, so that's a sweep of 45 degrees that you see here. Okay, so you can actually switch it back to southeast isometric. You can see. Okay, so what I'll do is, okay, so let's try one more thing. Apart from sweeping, what was the other one? Let me use the same thing for revolve. Creates a 3D, so let's make create, select this revolve, select the object, axis start point or define axis by object XY. I'll just select start point, axis endpoint. Okay, nothing happened. Let me try again. Revolve. Okay. Let's say I already have this object. Let's say a box. Let me try revolve here. I have this box. I want to revolve this. I'm just trying this. I haven't tried it. Just seeing if it works or not. Select object to revolve. Okay. One second. Specify axis start point or define axis by X by. I'll say Z. I want to revolve about Z. Unable to revolve the selected object. Okay, no problem. Okay, we'll try revolve later on. You can try this. It's not really something which is very useful. I would say extrude is the one that we'll be using the most. We can try that, no problem. Apart from that, I'm just showing you a few of the important ones here. One more option that could be useful here. Let's say if you have this rectangle and you want to press pull, you can just click on this press pull. Select this area, just select the area. You don't need to select the object. Just click on this area here and you can pull this up. Say 1000. Yeah, this much we have pulled. Now, one thing more that is possible here is this copy edges option. So what this could be very useful. Copy edges means copy selected edges on a 3D solid as 2D arcs, circles, ellipse lines, or splines. So you can actually copy an edge of any object as a line. So let me change this view to a realistic view. Yeah. So suppose I want to copy this line here, this line here in the midpoint. So what I can do is I can go to this copy edges, click on copy edges. Here you will find copy edges. This is copy edges. Now it says select edge. Which edge you want to select? This edge. Just click on this edge here. Click. You can see. Can you see this edge is selected? Press enter. Now it says specify base point or displacement. So base point, I want to move it from this point. So I'm selecting the base point as this. But I'm not able to select it properly. What I'll do is in the 3D object snap, I'll switch off nearest. Nearest, I don't think it's actually helping. So yeah, now it's better. Without nearest, it looks fine. So now I can see this 3D vertex. Earlier, nearest was something that was irritating. So I'll select this as the base point, and then wherever you want to copy, let's say I want to copy base at this midpoint. At this midpoint, click here, and can you see this line has been created? Now just press enter, or you can click on copy. Yeah, enter an edge editing option. So I'll select copy. No, you can just press enter in that case. Exit. Yeah. So you can see this line has been created. So now using this line, you can do lots of things. Okay. So that's the whole point of using this. Okay, so this way you can copy any edge. And what else do we have? We have this color edges. You can click on color edge and select any edge. Let's say I select this edge. Now, or let's say not the edge. Why would you color the edge? I would go with, let's say, color face is also there. 1 second. This is interface. 1 second. Yeah, there it is. This one. This is more about edge. So here we use this copy edges. Here, this is about face, extrude face, taper face. You can see you can also taper the face. You can extrude the face. Taper means what you can do, you can just put the cursor. I mean, just click on this taper edge, taper face, click on taper faces, and it says select faces. So I would select this face. Okay, and I'll press enter. I want to taper this face. Now it says specify base point. Let's choose this midpoint as the base point, or let's choose this. Now it says specify another point along the axis for tapering. I'll select this point and then specify taper angle. Let's say 45. Is it done? Just a moment. Face editing option, move. Select face. 1 second. I think it didn't work that time. Let me try again. So I'll select this taper face. You can see a positive angle tapers the face in and a negative angle tapers the face out. So the default angle 0 extrudes the face perpendicular to its plane. So I'll click on this taper face and I want to taper, let's say, this face. Let me try with this. Enter. Specify base point. This midpoint, and let me use this taper angle 50. Still not tapered. 1 second. Let me try to extrude it first. Let's see if it is extruding or not. If I select this face, enter, and specify height of extrusion, I will say, let's say 1000, because it's a big figure. Angle of taper and all it is asking. I don't want to taper. Let's say if I want to taper 30 degrees. Now extrude. Yeah, there you can see. So it has been extruded. This is more like simple extrusion that could happen using press pull also. You can just go to this press pull and it can extrude any face very easily. I want to pull this face, not the other one. You can see I've pulled this. Now again, I can create a line and pull the other face. You can see I can just go to this copy edges, select this edge, enter, and copy it somewhere here in the midpoint and enter. And now I can just use this press pull to pull this part, let's say. You can see. So I can keep on doing that. By creating these, you can actually pull any part you want, okay, from the figure. So that's the whole point of using this press pull. Other options also you can check. I mean, I don't really care too much about 3D in AutoCAD. That's not really something which will be useful, but you can try it. That's not a problem. Okay. There is this union command as well. I'm going to show you that as well before we finish. And I'll give you some work regarding AutoCAD 3D that you need to do. Or maybe I'll upload on the WhatsApp group. So suppose I have this box that I've created. And on the top of this box, I'm creating another box. Or let's say I'm creating this pyramid. I'll click on pyramid, center point. No. Let me create first a square kind of box. 100 by 100. There it is. I'll zoom in. So there it is, 100 by 100. 100 by 100 by 100. Height is also 100. So this is more like a cube. On the top of this, I'm going to create a pyramid. Pyramid and center. Center, you can see this is the 3D center or midpoint. Okay, I think it selected the midpoint. I want to select the center, 3D center. 1 second. Go to pyramid. Again, it selected the midpoint. What I'll do is I'll switch off midpoint for now so that it can just select the center. Where is the midpoint? I'll switch it off. The midpoint is gone from the object. So object snap you need to control because it is 3D. Lots of things will be overlapping. So make sure you control the object snap. I'll go to pyramid, select center. Now let's see if it can show us the center. Okay, I'll switch off the 2D object snap as well. That's also showing. So now I'll go to pyramid and I'll select the center. Now you can see I can very easily select the 3D center. Let's see now. If I don't like this realistic, I can go to conceptual as well. And from there I can work on this. Otherwise, this shaded is also not shaded. I think, yeah, this one is also good. Shades of gray. So I'll go to pyramid, select the center. Let's try again. Where is this center? It's wireframe, X-ray, 2D wireframe. No, I don't want that. Hidden. Yeah, let's go with hidden. Let's see. I'll go to pyramid. Specify center. So center I can actually locate also if I want. What is this point? 3D perpendicular. Okay, let's go with this. And let's use this perpendicular. 3D. Okay, no, it's not really working that way. So what I'll do is I'll switch on this midpoint. Okay, I can take the reference from left and right side. Pyramid. I'm trying to draw this pyramid. So I'll take one reference from here, another reference from here. Yeah, so as soon as I get, yeah, this is the mid of these two. This is the center. Yeah, now it is perfect. Okay, this is what I wanted. So let's say I want to create till 300 is the height. Okay, so you can see this is what I wanted. This is how it is looking like. Although creating this is a little difficult because you have to make sure those object snaps are not overlapping each other. Once this is done, now if you look at this figure is a different figure and this is different. And suppose you want to unify both of these figures together. You want to unify both of these figures together. In that case, what we are going to do is we are going to use union. So just click on union and select this and select this and press enter. Now can you see the whole figure is one? Just select the figure, the whole figure is one, a single figure. It's not different. Okay, so that way you can unify both the objects. So that's one thing. Apart from that, what else can we try? Let's say we have this box here. I'm drawing this box. So let's try to color these phases of the box. So let's say this is extrude, taper, move. Taper and all you can check later on whenever you get time. You can explore that. I just go to color phases. Let's say, let me try. Select phase. Let's see. Let's say I have selected this phase. Enter. Now you can choose any color you want. Green. You can see now it's green. Okay. You can go to this color phase again. Select this phase. This phase. No. 1 second. Yeah. Select this phase. Enter. And yellow. Red. And this phase. Enter. Blue. Okay. So I've created this kind of a box. So this way you can create any, you just, if you want, let's say a different color in this half. So what you can do is you can use this copy edges command. Click on copy edges, select this edge, there it is. This edge is selected, press enter, move this, copy this till this midpoint. You can see, and now on the other side, you can have a different color. One second, I need to consider this as, let me try to press pull this part, let's say. If I try to press pull a little, I'm just trying to create something here. Yeah, so you can see now when I press pull, this part, whichever you're pulling, that's also of the same color as the edge. It actually follows the same color of the edge. Since it is pulled, it's following the same color. Okay, so that's how the colors also work. So this was more about the, you can say 3D command in AutoCAD. I would share with you few, you can say few models that you can try. And if you find any doubts there with the commands that we have used, you can use those models. I mean, you can create those models very easily. I think those were the commands that was needed. I'm just checking. Solid union, copy edges. Copy edges is a very important command. Do not forget about this. Here, delete color phases, delete phase, copy phases, move phases. All these are fine. These are quite straightforward options. Okay. Then slice, interface, and all. So all these you can use, and I'll be sharing on the group few, you can say few models that you can try and come back to me. And all of those you need to try on AutoCAD only, right? You can try them on AutoCAD. I think it's from the same folder that I shared with you earlier. Let me check. Yeah, like this one you can try. Have I given you these models in isometric? You remember I gave some of the models for isometric, like this one as well. Okay, so I've already given these models for isometric. So you can try these isometric models in 3D. Try to create 3D models out of these isometric models. Okay, so that will be your homework, you can say. And tomorrow we'll be again switching back to Revit, and we'll continue with Revit only. Okay, so that's it for this. And if you have any other doubts in AutoCAD 3D, then again you can come back to me. I'll clear those doubts, but first try and see if you are able to do that. Okay. So that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll be having a longer session. We'll be working on one project on Revit. So it will be most probably in the afternoon. So I'll see you all tomorrow.